Our story begins with a heist, which has all of the marks of the infamous Pink Panther gang. But in this case, the heist goes wrong. A little girl gets killed. And the Panthers were famous for never injuring anyone during their robberies. So this is a telltale sign that this isn't really the work of the original gang. This is like a copycat in some way. We discover, in fact, that one of the gang was an ex-Panther and the others were Panther wannabes.
In between the moment they enter and they get to the place where the diamonds are hidden, you had to have this spectacular setting where you will totally believe as a viewer that this place is the best bijouterie of the south of France.
There's many ways to skin a cat, but there's not that many ways to rob a fucking jewelry store, to be honest. And we've seen all of the ways. What I wanted to do is just make sure that we have a certain ingenuity from the guys.
That's Borisov, that's the guard, and suddenly, I mean, if you stop here, it's not going to work. So he has to go through on the side, and the stuntman is going to react in the meantime, and that gives the illusion that he's been hit for real.
Something is very romantic about them. They never hurt anybody. Their robberies are so clean and so fast, and there's some romantic in it.
They never wore masks.
Yeah, they never wore masks. They were, it was not usual, for this kind of sport. Attacking jewelries in the middle of the day, in the middle of everybody, the customers. So it was very unusual people.
Since I read the script the first time, Jack had, the guy pouring paint over, one of the clerks in the jewelry store in order to make her spill the code, And then along the way, it's like, should be pink paint, shouldn't it,
Ecographic gel, and soya milk, and pink gouache for the killed.
And it kind of worked with the character Borisov. Again, he's there, he tries to make a show. He's trying to, he's trying to brand himself as a heist guy, this guy. His haircut, all of that kind of stuff. So the pink paint became sort of a funny accident along the way, and I think it works, It's a strange moment, it's very dark, it's very, very violent, the paint.
Essentially what happens is when the gang come out, this van, which is supposed to be a sewage van, is actually full of gasoline and pulls across the street with its hose trailing, and they set fire to that just as the police cars arrive in this space we are here.
It's gasoline! Boom, boom!
And the ingenuity here is what they do, immediately after the heist, which is that, the first arrivals, they get boxed in by burning vehicles, which is quite clever because they create chaos and havoc, and the diversion. They scatter after that. Nobody gets hurt. It's not about that, but it's a bold and audacious move, and it's big, and it becomes fire and brimstone all over it.
So it was fun. We were blowing cars and boats in Marseille, making fires, diamond heisting. It was an easy and gentle beginning.
Well, it's not a French film, it's not an English film, and it's not a Serbian film. It's a European film. It really is.